So in this video, we're going to take a look at some questions involving scale drawings. And the timestamps for these questions I've put down in the description. So to begin with, we have the accurate scale drawing shows a house and a garage. The garage has a real height of 2.3 metres. We need to find an estimate for the real height of the house in metres. So what I want to do first here is find the scale between the diagram measurements and the real life measurements. So we're told in the question that the garage has a real height of 2.3 metres. So what I'm going to do now is actually measure the height of the garage. So I want to measure from bottom to top, and I'm actually going to measure it in centimetres. So if I get my centimetre ruler and measure the height from bottom to top, we can see that the height of the garage on the diagram is actually 4.6 centimetres. So on the diagram, the garage has a height of 4.6 centimetres, but we're told in real life the height of the garage is 2.3 metres. And now we've made that connection. So we know that 4.6 centimetres on the diagram represents 2.3 metres in real life, and we can use this now to find out what every centimetre on the diagram represents in real life. So to get from 4.6 centimetres to 1 centimetre, all I have to do is divide by itself. So I'm going to do 4.6 divided by 4.6, and that'll give me 1. So because I've divided the left-hand side by 4.6, to keep things equivalent, I also need to do that to the right-hand side. So if I do 2.3 divided by 4.6, that's going to give me 0.5. So every 1 centimetre on the diagram represents 0.5 metres in real life. And we can kind of see that from the first measurement. We can see for 4.6 centimetres on the diagram, there's half that amount, 2.3, but metres in real life. So now that we know what every centimetre on the diagram represents, we can now use this to find the real height of the house. But before we can find the real height of the house, we need to find the diagram height. So this time we're going to measure from bottom to top of the house. So if we move our ruler over to the left-hand side, we can see that the height of the house is actually 8.6 centimetres. So because we found that 1 centimetre, this is really easy to find now. All we have to do is multiply by what we're trying to find. So if I multiply the left-hand side by 8.6, that gives me 8.6. But I need to keep things equivalent. Because I've multiplied the left-hand side by 8.6, I also need to do that to the right. So if we do 0.5 multiplied by 8.6, that gives us 4.3. So the 8.6 centimetres on the diagram for the height of the house represent 4.3 metres in real life. So let's try this with one more example. So for this question, we have the accurate scale drawing shows a field. The field has a real width of 44 metres. We need to find an estimate for the real perimeter of the field. So again, what we need to do first is find the connection between the diagram and real life. So we can see in the question, and actually on the diagram, we were given the real life width of the field to be 44 metres. So we've got a real length for the width of 44 metres. So now let's find the diagram width. We're going to measure the width of our rectangle. So using our ruler, if we measure the width of our rectangle, we get 8 centimetres. So now we've made this connection. We can see that 8 centimetres on the diagram represents 44 metres in real life. So now all we're going to do, just like before, is find out how much 1 centimetre represents on the diagram in real life. So to find 1 centimetre, I just need to divide by itself on the left-hand side. So I'm going to do 8 divided by 8, and that's going to give me my 1 centimetre. But again, we need to keep things equivalent. Because we've done that on the left-hand side, we also need to do that on the right-hand side. So if we do 44 divided by 8, we get 5.5. So now we can see that for every 1 centimetre on diagram, that represents 5.5 metres in real life. So as we're asked to figure out the perimeter of the field, we're also going to need the length of the field. So now that we know that 1 centimetre on the diagram represents 5.5 metres in real life, I can simply measure the length of the field And if I do that, I get 14.4 centimetres. So how do we figure out how many metres this represents in real life? Well, how have I got from 1 to 14.4? I've simply multiplied by 14.4. So again, keeping things equivalent, because I've done that to the left-hand side, I also need to do that to the right-hand side. So if we do 5.5 times 14.4, we get 79.2. So by finding the scale, we've now managed to find the length of the field to be 79.2 metres. So to finish the question, we actually need to find the perimeter of the field. So to find the perimeter of any shape, we're simply going to add up all the lengths of the sides. So because I've got a rectangle, we know the properties of our rectangle that the opposite sides are equal. So if the bottom side, which we've just figured out, is 79.2 metres, then that must also be the same for the top. And the right-hand side that we were given the width of 44 metres, that must also be the same as the left-hand side. So now we have all the dimensions of our field. To find the perimeter, we're going to add them together. And when we do that, we get 246.4 metres. And that would be our final estimate for the real perimeter of the field. So well done if you followed along with those examples. And that's it for this video. If you want to check out any other videos that are relevant to this one, then I've left some links for them down in the description. And I've also put a card in the top corner. If there are any topics that you'd like me to go through next, then please just let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to make some videos on those topics as soon as possible. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.